MP. Nash has got assist number 5 here tonight. Holiday against MP. Again, the miss by Boston. Here's Charlotte. Huge run right now for him, going 19-2. Pass to Diabate. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. 10 points for him.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Here's Pritchard, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul of the game. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Diabate. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Hauser. Miller against Tatum. Clock at 6. Hornets with the rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Nurkic shot is good.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Can't hit that one. And so it's Charlotte with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Kicking off the second half. Here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Hauser in at the 3.
And this is the game that Nurkic plays, using the big body inside, carving out a high percentage look.
Jusuf Nurkic, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. It's both from the stripe. All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, that would be fantastic, but it's got to be the names out there that people know.
And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. The Celtics in second.
Well, last year they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
Pritchard, the pass to Porzingis. Pass to Hauser. Knocks it loose. Outside Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. MP finds Williams. MP scanning the floor. On target from range. Nash has got 20 points. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Fires it. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat.
Jason
Now,
Tatum.
unfortunately, it
Assisted.
seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And their offensive game
Celtics
plan
call
is
timeout.
clear. get it inside and go to work.
And Boston calls time here.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games.
He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets already up 26 points as this quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for
Substitution
Some
on
changes.
court.
Mark Williams, he's checked in for Nurkic. Green comes in for Jeffries. And MP is subbed in for Curry. We've got Josh Green. Smith out there with MP. Then there's Mark Williams. And it's Diabate in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. MP outside. He tries for 3. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Pritchard, no good. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
From deep, MP. And the Hornets, another 3.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA.
Hi, I'm Girl Game Renee, and here's some community tips on shooting. The first tip, of course, is definitely shooting wide open is the best shot to take. 2 would be if the defender has his hands down, hand down, man down. So definitely take that shot. And 3, definitely creating great spacing. And these are the 3 top defensive tips. My number 1 defensive tip is on-ball defense. With that being said, on-ball menace badge.
Next week, the starting lineup for the visiting Charlotte Hornets. At center,
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. We've got Brandon Miller. Nurkic is out there at Williams. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Nash in at the 2 guard. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Well, we don't expect up and down doors, fast basketball. These teams prefer to operate in the half court. They're very methodical, but fun to watch.
Hey, good basketball, regardless of the pace at which it's run, is good basketball. And with these 2 teams, movement, screening, high IQ offensive basketball, I'm here for that.
Now, here's Ball. Following the miss by Michael Conley. The shot's good from Nash.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Nash has gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. And it's Conley penetrating. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good from outside. Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Ball dishes to Nash. Over Edwards. And it's Nash missing.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And here's Nash outside. Again, Nash missing. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
first team foul.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And here is Conley after the 3-pointer from Nash. Over in the corner, Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Edwards got 6 points.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Near the 3-point line, it's Nash. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
What a great pass from Brandon Miller, just understanding how to put it on time and on target.
Here's Randle. The Hornets pull it in.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Nash. Edwards can't hit. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. 7-point differential. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
There has to be a willingness to take chances, jumping for steals, getting out in passing lanes, and all of that worked in their favor.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Spurs. Miller, the pass to Nash. Over Conley. And there's Nash. That's good on the assist by Miller. Miller's got 4 assists in the game.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Near the three-point line, it's Nash. Again, the Hornets score.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Randall passes to Conley. Gobert against Nurkic. And Gobert gets to Randall. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No good off the back of the rim.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Now, here's ball. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. The pass to Miller from outside the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Gobert trying to get open. Rebound by Nurkic. Hornets leading by 12. Down low. Here's Nash. Stolen by McDaniels. Conley with the three. The Hornets pull it in.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's Nurkic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Shot to stop the run, and Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, defense is no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at is what are they doing successfully on the offensive end and what are their weaknesses? One of the weaknesses is drawing fouls and getting opportunities at the free throw line. To me, Kev, the best teams do a good job of getting easy points, whether in transition or at the charity stripe.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Conley against Ball. The open shot, Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Pass to Nurkic. Inside, Miller. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Miller's got his second bucket tonight.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Edwards. 23 points for him the last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got his fourth rebound in this one. Miller dishes to Nash. Here's Nurkic. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Conley. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Now McDaniels after the missed 3 from Nash. From deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their two meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Now, Miller, after the missed three from Nash.
And there's the length and skill working together there. Miller keeping that possession alive.
And it's time for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an update on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He said that he suffered a nasty bruise to the lower part of his back and that it's really stiffened up on him. Now, it's an unfortunate blow to them so early on in the season. We'll see how this team responds moving ahead. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Here's Diabate. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Conley against Ball. Conley into the lane. Here's Reed. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. To the left side wing. Here's Ball. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. And it's a 10-point Hornets lead.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame with that length at 6'7". He can mix it up now.
Passes it to Reed. Now here's DiVincenzo. 9 points in the game so far, and they pick up 2. Hornets leading by 8. Ball, the pass to Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Diabate's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Gobert. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the wing, DiVincenzo. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Well, probably his size and athleticism. That combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end, seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass.
Offensive rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
A nice shot by Nash.
That's just great recognition by LaMelo Ball. The pinpoint accuracy makes it easy for his teammate.
So it's the Timberwolves now, down by 12. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And a wide open shot from DiVincenzo from outside off the mark.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Charlotte moving it around. And here's Nash outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Here's DiVincenzo. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. There's Nash with the 3. Here's Diabate. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Up top, DiVincenzo. Defended by Nash. Kept alive. And Gobert kicks to DiVincenzo. Hits the 3-point bomb. DiVincenzo's got 16.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Near the three-point line, it's Nash. That doesn't go either for Nash.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Williams finds Ball. Near the three-point line, it's Nash. Nash with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's Nash. He had 31 points in the win against Boston.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Now here's Conley. After the miss from Nash, here's McDaniels. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started.